Bonjour, this is Andrea with the ADS Agency, here to bring you the very best in marketing branding tips, as well as business tips for that aspiring entrepreneur, that existing entrepreneur, or those of you who are in a career, trying to figure out your personal branding along the way so you can reach your goals and your aspirations and dreams. That's what this is all about. So thank you for joining. If you've not subscribed before, consider subscribing. I'm pretty certain the button is around there somewhere. So would love it if you subscribed. Today we're going all the way back to the basics in marketing and branding. And why? Because the basics matter. And if you don't have any basics on hand, but you're trying to start a business or you're trying to start an initiative and you need marketing and branding for so many things, if you don't know the basics, you're lost. However, if you can master the basics, how much more will that elevate everything you're doing? Literally everything you're doing, right? So I'm bringing you back to the basics tonight, or today, whenever you're watching this, and there's 3 simple things I want to share with you. There's plenty of basics we'll share. Tonight, there are 3. Writing, having an eye, or developing an eye, and noticing. 3 simple things you can do to really help you hone in on the basics of marketing and branding so you can really push the needle, right? One way or the other for your own initiatives. Always, 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 marketing ties back to business goals. We're here to drive business. That's tip number 1. That's a bonus. That's not even in the basic 3. That's just so you understand. Marketing is here to help you with your business goals, right? So you have your business goals, and from there you say, okay, marketing, branding, what can we do to support those goals, to help us achieve those goals in the year, in the quarter that we've set them, right? So that's number 1, bonus. 3 tips outside of that: writing, having an eye, and getting noticed, or noticing rather. So number 1, writing. If you do nothing else, learn how to write. Grammar matters. Even if your brand speaks in the vernacular, spelling and grammar matters. And yes, things like Facebook, Instagram, other platforms, your blogs that you'll write in, whatever, they do have spell check. There's a little bit of grammar. However, you need to know that for yourself. And if you were not good in English in school, this is a time to start brushing up. Something you can do is take a simple creative writing course. Every city has them. There are a plethora of people offering them. Take a simple creative writing course, and learn how to write not only correctly. It's not just about being correct. Spelling and grammar are the basics, but those do matter. It matters a lot. However, also learn how to write creatively in a way that's compelling, in a way that is approachable, especially when you're considering social media and all of that, in a way that's approachable, in a way that's engaging with your audience, right? So you need to learn how to write, for example, a headline, a subject line for your e-blasts, for your emails that you send out through MailChimp, Constant Contact, Pardot, whatever system it is that you use. Your subject line has to be compelling. The very first things people read have to be even more compelling to get people to continue to read on in whatever it is that you're writing. Your blog posts, your social media posts, all of those things require good writing skills and an understanding of human psychology. What works to get you to click on something, right? So writing is so big in that. And if you can learn that, that's a timeless quality that you can apply to several different platforms. Always. So no matter what changes, if Facebook falls off the face of the earth, not likely in the next decade, however, things are constantly changing. If Instagram becomes something else, if Snapchat falls away, if LinkedIn it becomes something else, if eBlast becomes something different, whatever the medium and platform it is, writing will always, always, always be a part of everything we're doing. So honing that skill is basics number one. Okay? Learn how to write, but not only write compellingly. Enough to garner attention to get people to click. All right, that's number one. The next point is having an eye. How do you develop an eye for good design, right? How do you do that? So there's so many elements of that. And one of the things I would encourage you to do is to just start flipping through something like a magazine. Flip through a magazine, grab one that's appealing to you, and just earmark the pages that are cool to you. Later, go back and start studying why. What was it about it? It looks clean. It feels edgy. I love the photography in this. It speaks to me. I like the headline. I like the font treatment. I like the layout of the page. Start noticing what it is, the colors, all of it that's appealing to you. And then you can start pulling all that together once you compile this folder of good design, things that appeals to you and why. You can start going through it and say to yourself, I love that, but why do I love that, right? Start thinking about the reasons why. And if you're not a good designer, or if you've not tried to create your own flyer for the first time, and a social media ad, a basic social media post, having and developing a good eye for design makes a world of difference, in addition to having those writing skills we talked about in the first point. So having a good eye for design, developing a good eye for design. Just simply start paying attention to the things around you, right? That makes sense. So just create that folder, keep saving the things that are beautiful to you, that speak to you, that work for you, and later go back through them and consider why they work, but also try to recreate it yourself. Try to recreate that ad that you saw, whatever it was that you came across that you loved. Try to recreate it, the same similar font, try to find it. Or something similar, close, the same kind of photography. Try to go get it out there and see if you can find it, even if it's stock photography, just to play with it, just to learn. So writing and developing an eye, and finally noticing. Big. Noticing what works out there, what works, what your competition's doing, and also listening to your customers, to your base, right? So noticing what works, that's simply, you've got your goals, your business goals, you've developed your strategy for marketing and branding, and then you start saying to yourself, right, here's a strategy. Part of that strategy includes the metrics, how you're going to measure your efforts that you put out there, your tactics that you employ. And over time, you'll start noticing trends. So you're measuring, you're executing your plan. You've got your tactics, you're measuring your tactics as you go along. And that allows you to course correct along the way. And you can start noticing trends. Oh, this ad is performing 10 times better than this other ad I put out there 2 weeks ago. And why? Is it that the imagery is cooler? Is it that the message was so much more compelling? You can start putting together things when you notice metrics and numbers. Those are very important. So start noticing what works. Also start paying attention to your competition. Basic, but start paying attention to your competition. When's the last time you looked at them? So get your list of your top 10 competitors. 7 to 10 is pretty good. And then start monitoring. If you're not doing that now, you need to do it. Start monitoring what they're doing, right? What are they doing? What are they saying? What are they putting out there? What is their visual message? What does their imagery look like? What are the latest promotions they're doing? Whatever it is, just start paying attention to your top 7 at least. And then, the more that you pay attention, the more that you can see your opportunity to differentiate yourself. How can we say something different than what they're saying? There's a basic level of stuff you'll have to say that everybody in your industry says, right? However, there's always a niche, some area that you can shine in that nobody else is really talking about right now. That's always your goal. Know what your competition is doing and see how you can place yourself differently, right? And then finally, listening to your audience, listening to your customer base. How do you listen? You invite people, you invite them to give you feedback, right? So, and that's in a number of ways, but some simple ways are surveys. You can do a simple survey monkey, you can make your own, you can do a poll on your social media. All of those are forms of listening, among many other forms. You can also do one of my favorite things, which is focus groups, interviews and focus groups. Literally invite people to sit down and talk to you as a group, as individuals. Talk to me. Tell me about my business. But you're going to ask questions in a way that gets people to give you good, honest feedback. This is not an ego patting session for you. This is, how can I improve what I'm doing right now? What do you love about what we do? What do you hate about what we do? What do you wish we would do better? All those kinds of questions you can poke and prod and figure out for your own business. And those are things, again, that's another pulse check in addition to checking the pulse in your competition, in addition to all those other things we mentioned before, writing, having an eye, and noticing all these things. Noticing is one of the biggest you can do because that helps you figure out what's working and what's not, right? And that is key to driving business. So those are just a few of the basics today. Just wanted to share that with you. I hope it helps you. It's just some of the things you can do to improve and get better in the business world. All right. Hope you enjoyed this. Much more things to come. What tips do you have to share? Please feel free to share them with us in the comments below. Would love to hear them. There's so many more fundamentals and basics we have to talk about, but those are the first 3 to share. All right. Thank you so much. Have a good one and see you next time.